Mary MacKillop was courageous, generous, compassionate, kind, brave, and stood up for the rights of others. We celebrate her legacy and look to follow in her footsteps.
Happy Feast Day! Mary MacKillop was an amazing woman who fiercely believed in the power of education to lift communities out of poverty. When Mary saw families living on the margins without access to education, she set up a school to teach children herself, regardless of their race, faith, gender or wealth. She and the Sisters of St Joseph went wherever the need was greatest. And despite facing enormous challenges, they continued to walk with people every step of the way. Mary's work is still unfinished. Many people are still unable to break the cycle of poverty because they can't access education. Here at Mary MacKillop Today, we proudly continue the extraordinary legacy of Mary MacKillop and the Sisters of St Joseph. At Mary MacKillop Today, we work hard to ensure fair access to quality education so that everyone can have the tools and opportunities to realise their full potential. We work with communities to create change by teaching practical life skills to women, men and children here in Australia and overseas.
Timor-Leste is one of Australia's closest neighbours, but sadly nearly half the population live in poverty and access to education can be very limited, particularly in rural and remote areas. Schools do not have many resources, and rural communities are often hard to get to with poor road conditions, so these communities are overlooked. And children there may miss out on education opportunities.
One of our projects is the Mobile Learning Centre. As part of this project, we visit schools on a bus to conduct fun and creative activities with children. These activities are really important because many teachers in East Timor have not been trained to use creative methods in a classroom. Music is also a way for children to engage in the key learning areas like literacy, numeracy and health. One of the most important parts of the project is to train teachers on how to implement the activities in the classroom so they can continue when we have left. The teachers can also borrow books, musical instruments and other educational resources like puppets and games to use in the classroom.
At Mary MacKillop Today, we work hard to ensure fair access to quality education so that everyone can have the tools and opportunities to realise their full potential. We work with communities to create change by teaching practical life skills to women, men and children here in Australia and overseas. This August, let's walk in the footsteps of Australia's most loved saint, Mary MacKillop. Let's be fierce in the face of adversity. Let's be fair and act when we see injustice. Let's give love to those who we encounter each day.